Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back to the start of the Minor Clonus qualifiers here for South America. We're into map 2 between TRZ and Inflames. If you just missed it, TRZ got absolutely decimated on Mirage. Oh boy, I do not have a whole lot of hope for this series, unfortunately, and for whatever remains here of this match. As TRZ fight for survival here in the lower bracket and fight for survival in this series as well. They've got to win their opponent's map pick. Inferno has been a very impressive map up for Inflames in the past few months. And TRZ, well, they've had a couple of good results, 16-6s against Eox and Neverest, but that's nothing compared to the lineups that Inflames have faced. Shark, Space Rest, Daytona, W7M, Pain, We Play Games, all of which have victories to the name of the Inflames side. As they start off on the CT side, their best side on this map, it's already looking dire straits for TRZ. They rush their way out towards Speedway. 4 players spotted. Shaz knows exactly what to do. Call it out to his teammates, and RMN will get overwhelmed by the numbers game, so there's a little bit of a chance brought by TRZ, but now 2 players on the Inflames side remain on the bomb side defensive from passive. Daz is ready for 2 players to face up. Zam spotted, headshot locked up, second face, not quite catching off the last man here, but doesn't matter. Fabio losing his backup, turns on towards Showtime, does turn him back to 2 versus 2. Crymore, a bomb plant down out towards the Coffin's position for him. And ZQK with the defuse on his belt, the smoke ready to put down for the Inflames side. A piece of Kevlar for Shaz. Meanwhile, ZQK going to get tapped up. Fabio will see him. Can they be able to overwhelm when the smoke goes up? And now they look on towards the defuse. Taps it once. ZQK, the man with the defuse kick, going to be waiting into here. Scramble deals with him. Shaz comes up with 1 good headshot, but Fabio turns on for the double kill. And TRZ with an outlandish strategy actually managed to make it work. Inflames are getting overwhelmed with the rush coming through. That's the main thing. They just got overwhelmed. That one player could have blocked them off for Speedway, but he was unable to due to the number game, and of course. And Inflames will lose the start on their map pick, which is actually a bit of a saving grace for TRZ. They need to kind of get a decent stance here on T side if they want to try and turn this matchup, excuse me, to a 3rd map. But already utility damage with the scout shot done. Sonny and Sagala down to 51 and 13 points of health. Inflames taking a bit of damage of their own right, but Showtime and RMN are nowhere near the low levels of their T-side opponents also tagged up here. Smoke it ready for Showtime, ready to put that back off. As the T side wrap back over to Banana, getting ready for the B side execution. 2 players to defend it. 1 Deagle, 157, and a smoke at the ready for Showtime. Flashbang also at the ready here. Smokes up cross. Ready for the secondary flashbang as the Deagle faces. They're taking a couple of good deep shots, but nothing coming out for him. Nothing really being seen by the CT side. Nothing really being shown by the T side, I should say, for the TRZ squad. 35 seconds. Here comes the utility. Molotov's in. Scout out for ZQK. Flicks on the first. What a great headshot to land as RMN deals with Sonny. Meanwhile, 1 player regressing down. The Scout still here. ZQK and Shaz drop that bomb. 20 seconds and the last man standing is Zam. Ace clutch for the man. It's not going to happen. As yes, the 2 players on the bomb site fell, but the rotates were good. And ZQK landing some very good shots. Inflames holding their line and getting their first back on the CT board with a force buy. And that just kind of surprises no one. Shows exactly how well this series has really gone for TRZ as of late. As force up will come through for the T's. 1 Galil in for Zam. So the Mac 10 getting 2 kills. He's got enough money to invest into that rifle with everybody else buying down to nothing. It makes sense. Molotov, Shaz round the corner, spot sprays and deals with Fabio to kick things off. Does take a dink back for his trouble, but no kill for the T-side line. Meanwhile, Sonic out towards that corner, taken out by RMN. Sprays back on towards the man, seeing that tracer rounds are being put down from the T-spawn across. Smokes back in from Showtime. We'll try and buy a little bit of breathing room for RMN. Getting a little bit closer to RMN, peeking out in the middle of his teammate's spray. That could have been a TK right there. But still, he holds back towards that corner. They think it might be clear on TRZ. They're going to commit towards A site either way. Crymore, bomb on his back, Deagle in hand. And Zam taking contact out towards the short position, out towards quarters where he'll sort of sit and wait. Dez, meanwhile, faces in, sprays him down, kicks things off on the A site kills. Dez is first in the round, 2 players remaining. Deagle's up and Segala will be able to do with ZQK, but Crymore flicks back to the head of Dez, and now Shaz, last man standing, drops the bomb for the first kill. And on for the second kill with a triple overall to his name. And TRZ there with a force bite, doing a little bit of damage, but not doing a lot. As Inflames claim the lead, and TRZ claim an eco for round 4. Straight nades in the begin. SMGs around these corners. Straight up push coming through towards the mid position. Meanwhile, bomb being dropped. Everyone going to get cleaned up on the T side. Directive. All 5 alive. Simple as that for Inflames. And it was an eco for TRZ, so take away from that as you will. But if Inflames are continuing to look this confident here on the second map, you must imagine that this third map is not going to come through. They have a lead against the buy here. Still with SMGs on 3 players, but that's just to get value out of the weapons. If they lose this round, then fine, they can reinvest in. They've still got 2 AUGs on ZQK and Shaz. Segala facing up first into the mid position. Fabio will try and back up his teammates. Actually tagged Sonny in the Achilles heel, so not quite a great position from him. Once again, he's getting the HP advantage, but a blind spray from Fabio gets one man down. Spray's come back in on the crossfire, and RMN's able to deal with one trade right back. Long range with the SMG, surprisingly gets that kill, and the nade perfectly placed from Dez only lands a little bit of tag damage onto Zam. 81 points of health, staying in play. And the Krieg for Fabio, leaving that AK for the CT forces, which is not a good idea at all. AUG, meanwhile, one of the rifles for the CT side lines up to the timing on Sonny's push. It's just not great at all. Fabio also going down in the exchange. Shaz ends up with 3. SMG kill for the 4 for Dez. We'll catch up not an AUG, a Krieg for his treble. AK picked up by RMN. And this is going as well as expected. 4-1 on the Inflames board. Season's back out the half by for TRZ. Inflames continuing to push forward here towards Banana onto the A bomb site. 2 players will be held back at. 1 more also at CT spawn. Eastside face up the flashbangs in from Segala. Smokes at the ready, count flashes come through. So he deals with 1, Shaz with 2. Well, ZQK actually with a second of frag, but regardless, Shaz will get 2 eventually, dropping that bomb in the pit position. ZQK will be taken out, leaving Shaz alone and isolated. Low HP as well. The CZ should round this corner, get the kill. Indeed it does, but RMN comes in with a good timing to take the man back. And the last man standing is Segala. Krieg not going to survive in this one. AUG and AK stays in play for the CT side. The 3 players do go down, but the money once again has built up for Inflames. They have plenty of breathing room. They have plenty to work with. The pause will be called. Again, it is technical officially. Can't see any reason for a technical pause at this stage, other than just a slightly higher pings than from some players, but... The buy-up will be in for TRZ. Nade stacks in a standard utility coming through from TRZ. Again, leaves them at a slight HP disadvantage. The Nade should be doing a bit more. Indeed, Showtime tags up Sonny to 89. Showtime draws first blood, goes down to 4 points of health. ZQK tagged up by a nade out towards the mid position, but in the end it's a kill untraded by TRZ. 5-on-4 situation. Molotov's down, Sam continuing his spray, trying to get some sort of wallbang damage onto Shaz or to ZQK, but Shaz back behind the default box, boosted up here in a pretty common position actually. It's surprising how few times this position's used, as it provides such a nice advantage in terms of the first face at the very least towards the apartments area. But now no apartments control will come in for TRZ, at least not that far forward. The AWP of ZQK. Actually, the flick of the first man, trying to flash his way back out, will get traded by Sagala. Now Iron Man has all the info. Ooh, bullets flying close to his line. AK ready for 2 players to line up for him, pushing through that smoke. The Kree gets out of dodge. He does tag up Sagala, but Krayamar gets in with a 3v3. Flashbangs at the ready. Showtime close range. AUG spots the gun barrel, sprays on through, and Sam's not looking the right way. Back in for the next man here. Default, the AUG wins out. The Kree comes up with another kill. Crymore with 3, and Dez Inflames his last man standing. Gonna concede 2 to TRZ potentially, unless he can get this retake together. Smokes in out towards cross position. Counter smokes come back in for the CT forces, and Dez moves up low HP on Sagala. And Crymore though will be the first man round the corner. 4 kills to his name. A great round from him, and finally a second on the board for TRZ. Victoring as Inflames, but they have money to burn. They will buy AWP in for ZQK. 2 AUGs in for Iron Man and Shaz. There's in Showtime. 1M4. Another one bought by Dez. Yes. There you go. AUG instead. Money will be a little bit lopsided for the Inflames economy, but they can win this round and they can once again build it back up against TRZ with AKs at the ready. Nades in, damage coming through. Molotov to try and suppress them. Body blocks out, smokes up. Zam makes his way up and he gets the first kill on Showtime. Traded back by RMM, but Sonny there with a 2-for-1. And rotations will be called immediately by the CT forces. TRZ making their way in pretty confidently to the B site directive. Smokes up. They go towards cross. ZQK with the AWP. Can he time this well? Apparently not. The bomb will be allowed to go down here. As the Krieg spray from Fabio gets down. Shaz damage going to be done to the likes of Sagala as he gets that bomb planted. 2 versus 4, and I would imagine the Inflames want to save their rifles for this one, because this is a retake that's not going to work out. B site's so difficult, and yes, there are low HP players on the T side, but you don't know where they are. Can keep this one man killed off. Sagala will, of course, have to cross into the pathway of Dez. That AUG spray should do enough, unless Sagala wants to down the bomb site. I mean, he's going to go up in flames anyway. But no, he's not getting away alive from this one. So economy will be limited a little bit for TRZ, but overall 3 players stay alive so they can profiteer out of this round. Damage done when the nades coming through. Inflames here with a force up thanks to those 2 rifles saved. Means that they can justify this buy. It's really the power of saving in a round like the last one. CZ in, Sagala out. Onto that B bomb site. The flashbang's in. A little bit of damage being done to the T side, but mostly going to come down to the actual execution. If Inflames can get these 2 low HP players, they'll start things off on a great start. 60 seconds on the clock. Flashes in, TRZ. They're going to initially try and set them on the idea that they're going towards A. 4 players will rotate up to this defensive. TRZ are going to play this a bit more smartly, right back for a moment. 40 seconds, they've got to commit now, or they've got to rotate to B, and they have to do it now. Burst in from Shaz, finally opens things up. Zam down in the apartments of the 4 T-side players that remain face out towards the mid. Nades in from ZQK, and TRZ will fall back away, go towards short as Dez deals with Sagala. Molotov's away, they're going to keep it suppressed. Finally, a burst in from Solly takes off the head of the man out towards Pit, but 3 more players to deal with. A flashbang in, spots out towards 1 towards quad. Shaz takes the first and the second. 3 kills overall for him, and Fabio last man standing. 1 versus 4, 15 seconds to clutch it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. With Inflames taking a 6th. TRZ forcing to save a rifle 2 rounds in a row as well, and all they're working off now is their saved money line. Max loss bonus now gone for TRZ. In fact, how much loss bonus do they have? 3 rounds at this stage. Defaults are standard here for TRZ, and burst in from the Kriegs. The AUG's come back. The Naysak's been a little bit more passive this time here from the T side. Oh, here comes 2 players lined up for showtime as he aggresses and he deals with TRZ already in this round. It's over with Dez taking out Zam, and 2 players left towards mid to lick their wounds and try and recover whatever they can for TRZ, but this is probably not going to be their round to win. Probably not even going to be their round to survive. As Spray's lined up from Shaz, gets 2 more of his own, and Inflames once again come out with a solid round. CZ's in. Mac 10 for Crymore. And TRZ all held out here on the half by round. Molotovs will be returned back. Spray from Showtime will still do a little bit of damage to Sagala. Not quite as much as he would have wanted to do. Either way, Shaz out towards that mid position, gets himself to Crymore. Turns up with a $600 kill, but the CTs now aggress into Banana. They'll connect themselves a decent line in the offensive. Trying to deal with TRZ players left, right, and center. Crymore leaving that bomb back over at the T-spawn stairs. Acceptable and understandable way to do that. Spray from Crymore gets a 2nd kill. 3rd kill potentially against Showtime. Around this corner he'll have to face. Dez takes out Showtime. Deals with him. Sonny, last man standing. 1v3. Even if CT's around him at the very least, that's something gained. And ZQK ready. Orb scope. Quick flick. Sonny down. 2 players killed off by Shaz. 8-3. Inflames take the half. Flashes in, Showtime ready for the massacre. He's going to get massacred himself. Molotov's nades damage coming through. Tagala will be traded back on low points of HP of his own right, but 2 players here on the defensive compared to the 3 stacking up towards the banana control. 2 more can also rotate up the AWP with a good flick from ZQK. In for the second, lands it, peeks back in for the 3rd frag! ZQK goes ham, and just when TRZ had an advantage, just when they had an opportunity to turn around, ZQK just smacks them back down as RMN comes up with 1 kill of his own right there, hunting the last player, backstab in towards the mid position. Dez can't quite get that spray. The second face will be his last for Fabio. Inflames. Nothing out of the ordinary then, it seems. AK's in for TRZ, AWP for ZQK. 1 Krieg, 1 AEG, 1 AK, another AEG actually for the CT side. 3 AKs, 1 Krieg and CZ for TRZ. 13 on the board so far in this matchup. Can it be double digits for Inflames here? Flashes over. Fabio, Molotov out of the wood stack. Corner shows that will be in to challenge him. Damage is going to be done. He takes that first kill though. Loses very little HP for his trouble as well. And back here behind the wood stack, and the second kill comes in for the T-side line. Finally, a confident setup, a confident start from TRZ. No trades, nothing of the sort. 5-on-3 situation, favor to the T-side line. Up into the B bomb site. Bomb should commit in moment time. Here we go, Crymore. Smokes at the ready. And towards CT cross, giving himself a bit more room here. There's already a smoke up there, so just kind of re-smoking it. Making sure it doesn't extinguish, doesn't dissipate when he crosses. Only 1 man here to challenge the retake. It looks like Inflames don't want to go for this. Understandable again, like, you know, B-site is notoriously difficult to retake, as we all know, so... The rest of them will rotate up to try and get extra frags, potentially. Shaz, round the corner, burst on 2, the headshot angles locked, and immediately responded to by the Inflames side. They thought, oh, we can go for this. We've got 1 player pushed up, but now we can't, because he's dead. Orp in for ZQK, we'll get 1 kill on the way back out. Flashbang ready for Fabio, all the same, evaded by him. Sprays up against the AWP back down, and the Krieg of Dez, the last thing that's left here for the CT forces. Fabio gets a 4. For his team and for his kill count. Run number 14 in, CTs, nades up, smokes over. Damage done to Zagala, Sonny, and Crymore. Flashing in once again, tries to evade it, still sprays onto the first man. Molotov onto his position here towards the crossman. ZQK, we forced to fall back. Further incendiaries come in though as he tries to damage up the T-side line. 1 player close at the broken wall, and RMN, bit of a decent chance here. Showtime here to crossfire alongside him. He will trade it for a fallen teammate. Kill coming for Crymore though, and now it's all left to ZQK. The AWP in his hands, back on a B bomb site. Pushes coming in from the CTs at the backstab. Bomb here committing to B. At least as of right now. Still 60 seconds to work with. Ooh, Dez here. Falling down. Oh my god, this is going to be massive. 2 players, connect the spray, 2 kills, and just like that, TRZ will fall to pieces. Nice. Banana face, Inflames losing a bit too much than they would have liked to, but I think it's okay. Again, they've got loads of money. They can buy in for this round, and it's the last round of the half, so it does not matter too much if they end up with a deficit. 10-4. Not quite a 12-3, but, you know, 11-4 still would be relatively close. It's a bit more forgiving, but... 10-5 would be ideal right now for TRZ. That's very recoverable. And look at the CTs. Look at how far they're pushed up. They're going to get towards this. Crymore dropping. That's bomb control for Shaz. Looking back towards the man out the apartment's entrance. Kill comes in over towards Banana as Dez and Shaz are training back. Secondary frag for Fabio, wrapped back in on Showtime, but meanwhile RMN makes his way out of Mexico. 2 versus 2, straight back to 1 versus 2 as ZQK with the AWP. All that remains here. AK versus AK, and he will win out the fight for the T sideline. 10-5 on the board. It will still end up being a double-digit scoreline for the Inflames boys as they move to the T side. How much more can they get out of this one, though? Another pistol might end up meaning the end for TRZ. 6 rounds separate Inflames to their opponents. They are in the lead. Ah, yes. I love that voice line. I think we all do. Double flashpoint for ZQK and PT50 for Showtime with a smoke and a flash for him as well. Diffuse in for Fabio with a smoke for this one man. CZ for Zan as well with a smoke. So a lot of utility coming out from everybody. A lot of smokes in the pistol round. Kevlar and default pistols for everybody else, however. Smokes up, here they come. USP's in for Crymore, doing a very minimal damage to the T side line. RMN will wrap back over towards the dark position, catch off his teammate, the back of a Sagala, dead and buried. Instant bomb plant, just add water for Inflames. 2 players going to wrap back over in from Construction, excuse me. Showtime will catch off one out towards the banana position. Tap on through the P250 revealing his position. Shaz meanwhile out towards the cross. Sonny takes him down 5v3, make it 2. USP picked up for Shaz to try and make it 1. Meanwhile, RMN trines in on towards Crymore and Fabio. The last thing left in a 1 versus 5. Wrapped back in. CT player on the T side of all fronts. 11-5. Inflames claim the pistol on the T side. And it just gets worse and worse from here for TRZ. Force buy out for TRZ with the pistols versus the SMGs, and AK is coming in for Inflames. No expense spared as Dez gets ready. Fabio jumps up and over. Spray comes through. The Mac 10 wins out the fight. As Crime was right around his corner. He just about gets through the stack, and Showtime will come up with a secondary frag here. Smokes up, out towards Cross. He's going to face. He knows he can take this confidently and probably win it out. Indeed, he does against Sagala. While going from Sonny towards mid will come through. The AK able to deal with him. Try and get that AK back for the T side forces. As Showtime wraps back in, spots out Sonny, sprays him down. Dez, I don't think he can get to this AK in time. Actually, no, yeah, his teammate drops it. Very well played from Shaz right there. Gets as much out of this round as possible. Eco out this time for the CTs. They should be in Flames again confidently. Look at how far pushed up they really are. Dez gets Sagala to kick things off. Back behind the CT line, they've got 1 player lurking back here at the boiler position. Sonny. Not going to happen. And they went to the apartments area again, check for all the angles, but in the end, the 2 kills have gone the way of the Inflames side. No one else left on the bomb site rotations. We'll come in for TRZ, but this is going to be pretty much not going to happen. Dez evades the nades, spraying back for the SMG, gets himself 3 kills so far for Dez and Fabio. Last man to fall, all 5 alive for Inflames. And now TRZ with a buy. Rifles in, AWP for Sagala. They've got to get something going now though, because this will be their final chance at victory here. ZQK starting off with some smokes out towards the B bomb site in Banana. Nades in, Molotovs out. Shaz moves into position. Sprays in for Fabio. Damage being done to him. Play it back. Eventually the Molotov of Dez will be able to take him down. ZQK on just 14 points of health though, so it's not quite amazing. Nades back, smokes in, counter smokes back from the CT Forcer. These are a gap for the T side to work with. The Molotov will come in from the back lines as ZQK sets up his teammates. Flashes in again. It's on Sigala and Crymore. Crymore down immediately. Bomb yet to commit. Sigala making his way out towards the construction and Coffin's push. But Dez ready for this one. Rounds that corner. Orp lands the leg shot, but not even the kill. Dez will pick that Orp back up. Bomb plant will come through. They get a free big sniper out of this one. And there's no way for the retake here for TRZ. One player left standing as a swing comes in from Showtime. Double kill for him. I remember the final. And all 5 get cleaned up for TRZ versus all 5 staying alive for Inflames. It's looking great. It's looking truly, truly great for Inflames. And I have my doubts whether they can do anything at this stage on the TRZ side. This might just be it here, guys. This might just be it. Yikes, I kind of feel bad, honestly, because, you know, like, TRZ, they have such a good support, you know, they have such good supporters, they have such good fans who have, you know, given the fan vote coming into this series, but unfortunately, if the fan vote translated to victories, and obviously that will well for TRZ in this one, however, it's just not at all here. 1-for-1 trade, Sonny makes it 2-for-1 in the CT favor, so a little bit of something coming out for TRZ at this stage. Damage done to Dez, so maybe a little bit of recovery from TRZ to stay alive for a few rounds longer, but I doubt they'll be able to make the full-blown comeback. AWP's getting passed around. Dez holds on to the big green gun as the Rifles can face up against the CT Forces, who have pushed up here. The ZQK gets Sonny down. Look at Showtime ready for the face in Sigala. Might give up his position out here towards the spray in. He saves his teammate. Man advantage regained by the T side. And just like that, when TRZ had a fighting chance in round 20, it all just goes to feces. Sprays in from the AK of Zam, but he can't do anything to deny this bomb plant. Backup is here with the AWP watching the Coffins area. Showtime will get back towards Grill. There's a way in, the CZ taps on taps. Showtime makes his way through towards Tree. Zam with no real chance to make this AK happen. Flashbang's over. Showtime will be ready for it. Nothing to the bomb site. At the very least, open up a chance for his teammate to push forward. And Showtime checked up. Kill for the CT player. Smokes down towards Cross. And will make their way in. Damage being done. And now Dez, last man standing. AWP close. He's gotten himself the 1 versus 1. And Fabio, full 10-second defuse. Taps it once. Trying to force the peek in. But he's got no time with this one. The Deagle's up. He throws away his pistol. Should he get the kill? Oh my god, 4 HP. He's going to clutch it with a Deagle. 15-5. I can't believe he's just done that with 4 points of HP. The AWP shot connecting, okay, that's fair. But throwing your AWP away, using the Deagle, and decimating your opponent, that's just cheeky. 10 match points for Inflames, and it is match points, series points for the boys in orange. As ZQK kicks things off with a frag. Sigala down. AUG for Sonny trying to spray right back, but he can't catch anything. There will be a kill coming in for Zam over towards the apartment's face. 4 versus 4. Teams make their way up, and ZQK going to watch out for the rotations. He's got Fabio here. And Sonny ready for contact, flashing his way in, allowing Zam to peek up here, drops down into the pit position, but the AWP of ZQK gets a kill over to the long position. Catches that second flick on Zam, 3 kills to his name. Molotov almost gets himself killed, but a 4th kill coming in for ZQK. AWP just goes ham for one final round, on for the edge potentially here, rounds the corner, spray comes through, he does go falling, but Crymore, no real chance, his teammates have already left the server. TRZ, they know it's over, and indeed, it is. 16-5, dominant series, as Inflames move on in the bracket to face on the winner against Redemption POA or Red Kalunga. That match is still going on map 2 of Nuke, 12-6 as of right now to the favor of Redemption. They've already won that first map as well. So there's still a little bit of action to be taken on here. We're going to go for a bit of an extended break, though, because we're going to be focusing on the other upper bracket matchup, the upper bracket round 3 match between Team Reapers and Pain. So we're going to go to a break again. We'll be back in about an hour's time where that match is set to start. And when we come back, we'll bring you that final match of this B stream. It's both teams looking to stay alive to face on the winner of that other round 3 matchup between the Red Redemption side or the Inflames side. Don't go anywhere. Be back after this.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.